Imagine you were at work sitting behind your desk and working on an important project. At that moment, your manager walks in the door with a bewildered look on his face and says, "Don't you check your email? I fired you over 3 days ago." Now imagine this scenario. You're in a long-term relationship. You have dedicated several years of your life to this person, and all of a sudden you receive a text message that says, "I'm sorry, but this is not working out." Now, if you notice in both these illustrations, technology was used as a means of communication to deliver a message that required a more face-to-face form of interpersonal communication. Which brings us to our topic of discussion. What are technology's effects on interpersonal communication? We will answer this question by looking into 3 common areas where communication through technology is used: in the workplace, in parent-child relationships, and in romantic relationships as well. First, let's talk about technological communication in the workplace. It goes without saying that the invention of the internet, along with email, video conferencing, and many other technologies, has made communication for businesses an extremely accessible task. Nowadays, someone sitting in their conference room here in Miami, Florida, can easily make a business deal with someone in Tokyo, Japan over video conferencing. Also, emails can be sent back and forth to further discuss important business matters. It's very clear the advantage that technology has brought to the workplace. But what about the negative effects? For example, a simple message that used to be delivered in person are now sent through impersonal means such as email. I can remember one time in my workplace where my manager wanted to commend me for a job well done. She went ahead and sent an email to the group commending my work. While this was a nice gesture of encouragement, it's not the same as someone thanking you in a more personal face-to-face conversation. It goes without question, then, that technological communication in the workplace has effectively reduced interpersonal communication and socialization within the office. This, in effect, weakens the bond within the workplace, which is, as we know, extremely important for ultimate business success. Now, what about the use of technology for communication in parent-child relationships? Picture this scenario. You're in a restaurant with your family, getting ready to enjoy a nice meal. As you wait, you see another family sitting across from you. You notice that the father is on his cell phone, the wife is clicking buttons on her cell phone, possibly sending a text message, and the children are in their own world playing a handheld video game. Now, as we all know, this scenario is not at all far-fetched. I'm sure that all of us at one time or another have probably seen this happen to our families or maybe other families. Another situation which is very common in parent-child communication is the use of text messaging. We live in a busy world and many parents work several jobs. As a result, many parents are not home as much and do not have time for lengthy phone conversations with their child. Therefore, they use text messaging as a quick form of communication. While text messaging has its advantages, it also estranges children from having interpersonal conversations and expressing their feelings and thoughts in person. This lack of interpersonal communication results in the parent-child bond weakening. This leads to negative results in the parent-child relationship and ultimately can have a profound effect on society as a whole. Now, moving on to our last point, the effects of technology on romantic relationships. It needs to be noted that the internet has revolutionized the way couples are formed. Dating websites are becoming more and more popular than ever. Chances are you have a family member or friend that met their loved one online. Also, technology is a great tool for long-distance relationships. The use of webcams facilitates visual and communicative interactions. Apart from all the advantages mentioned, however, technology does present interpersonal problems within relationships as well. A common problem in the use of internet dating sites is something that we can call false advertising. Each individual has only the information which the person decides to release. This, in effect, can cause both individuals to have unrealistic expectations about each other. Another problem with technology in relationships is the resolving of arguments. Couples are using emails, instant, and text messaging to resolve their problems. The issue is when something is written and not physically and verbally explained, it is difficult to fully interpret the person's actual intentions. For example, you can type something with intentions for it to be genuine, and it could be taken as sarcastic. This can ultimately bring more problems in the relationship than it actually resolves. In conclusion, whether it be in the workplace, at home, or in a romantic situation, technology has become an extremely common and accessible way to communicate. While more and more communicative technologies are being invented each day, the result that it will have on the effect it will have on our society is not completely known. One thing that is certain, however, is that technology has and will continue to make a vast impact on our interpersonal communication skills. Thank you.
Hey, Kip.